So today we are going to talk about the classes and object in Python. So we already know that what is class, what is object in Java, right? So if you want to learn about Java, maybe you can go through this particular video. I already explained what is class, what is object, everything. I just explained in this particular video, lengthy video. This one as well, this one as well. So definitely, that would be helpful for you just to go through that. But still, in Python, how to create the class, right? Let's go for the Java. First of all, let's go for normal layman level language. What is class? Class is nothing but it's a template, or we can call it as a, what is that? It's a prototype or model. We can call it as. Okay, they can call it as prototype, model, or template. For example, let's go to here. Human. Human is a class. What is object here? I can talk about like Venkatesh. It's object. Okay, let's talk about the animal. Animal is the class. What is object? Cat. Cat is object. What about furniture? Furniture is a class. What about this one? Sofa. That is the object. Next one is, what is that? Vehicle. Vehicle is a class. What is the object? Bike, right? Or we can talk about the car also, object. So this human is a class, animal is a class, furniture is a class, vehicle is a class. And here is we are creating the object. So how many object I can create? Can I create only one object? Only Venkat is allowed? No. I can go and create the multiple object like Susila. I can create like Shruti. I can create like Amuda. I can create like Gomati. What is it? So many object I can create it. But every stuff is referring this particular model, prototype, class, right? You'll feel that. What in my mod referring this one? Think about that as a human being. Human. Okay, what is the human properties? Generally, class properties. Human properties means they have the hands, legs, right? Eyes, right? These are all the properties. Color, right? See, they have their own hands, own leg. What is that? Own eyes, own what is that? Color, right? So the every object is differ from other object. This is a maybe this guy Venkata's gender is male, Susila is female, right? So it's a kind of what is that? Gender difference actually, but it's a property. That is a property. So every objects are different from other object, and this is a property. They are calling as a properties. And behavior. Behavior is technically they are calling as a methods or functions. How they are, what is that behaving? What is the method they are following? What is the functions they are performing? For example, eating, okay, dancing, okay, and what is that? What is that? Behave, natural. Some of the behaving as well, right? How they are approaching the people. For example, eating. Assume that actually Venkat is non-veg guy. Susilam could be a veg guy. Okay, right? That lady would be a veg one. Think about that actually. Dancing. Venkat must not know the dancing, but Sushila must be knowing about Bharatanatyam. Sushruti Bala must be knowing about Western dance. So this method is different. This method is different. So the function is different, but what they will do, this entire object will take the copy of this one. They will have their own behavior, own properties. Similarly, Susila will take the entire properties and behavior. They will take the copy. They will behave differently. Shruti also the same. They will take the entire copy of this class. It means, the properties and behavior. They will behave on their own. So the behavior and properties of Venkat is different. Behavior and properties of Susila is different. That is what? Object. Okay, now let's go to Java level. In Java, what you will do generally, you will go like, class. What is that? For example, human. I'm going to create it, right? You will be putting like this, right? Integer A. Sorry, integer ice. Why I'm putting integer ice? Because in ice is a two ice, right? Integer lex, right? That's the one, right? Then the method is what is it actually? Void eating. What is that? The eating is, whatever it is actually, the string food. So this is a method. I'm talking about this is the Java. Now, how to create the object actually? You are going to create like, human. Human, who is that actually? Venkat is equal to new human. Then how to call that particular one? You will call like, Venkat dot eating. What is that? Chicken biryani. Chicken biryani. So this is a way of, method calling. So obviously you have to put it in the main only. Public static void means something you have to use it. So it should come in base for Java. Public static void main, and you have to use like, string, whatever it is. That is what in Java. Right? This is a way we need to do that. Where in Java, this is a Java class structure. See that how I converted this layman level to here. See that property. I just a sample purpose. I took only legs and eyes. That's all. If you want, you can put the string color, string gender, integer leg. Also, you can put it. Okay. So I took it only one. Here is the method is eating. Just to take only eating. If you want, you can put more number of methods as well. Okay. So I created the object only for the Venkat. Right? And if you want, you can create the object for Susila, Shrutibala, Amuda, Gomati, whatever it is. Right? So that object will be behaving differently. How, for example, you're talking about, is that human, what is that, Gomati? Okay, she like only the veg biryani, right? Or mushroom biryani, whatever it is. Sorry, Gomati. Right? This behavior is different. This behavior is different. Why? Because this stuff is always referring their own object behavior. This is different. This is different. Right? Now let's go to the Python. Right? Python is how they are going to create the class. Same behavior only. Syntax is a little bit different. Okay, first of all, how to create the class in the Python. I already explained that, but still I'm going to explain one more time. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to create one file name. I'm going to create like, in Python as we can create the class in different way. What do you mean by different way? You can create the method one as standard class manner. See that we can create the in Python. Okay. In Python is method one, that is standard. Method 2, okay, using data class decorator. Okay, method 3, we are going to talk about one by one. using attribute. Okay, attribute, that is a third party what is it, library. So with the help of that also we can go and get it. There are two more methods. I don't want to confuse right now. So I would recommend, this is a very, very common learning purpose. You refer this one. I'm going to explain about this particular, what is that method one right now. At the same time, you can learn about the, what is that? I'm going to teach about the data class decorator as well, add tier as well. This is very, very short and simple method. Okay, this method, if you understand, this is a standard method. Okay, now let's go. We are going to learn about the method one, how to create that. Okay, we go and create the class. Okay, in Java there is a concept called this class name, file name has to be, what is that, same name. But here is in Python there is no fundamental actually. In C sharp also there is no fundamental, right? So here also the same way, you can provide any name. Okay, I'm putting that, standard. Okay, standard class something, I'm putting this. I'm selecting the Python class, click it on here. Okay, so same way I'm going to do that actually. What is the same way? What is that actually? Class human, right? Here is what I'm going to do. I'm going to type class human. Here is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this one keyword that is called as colon, not semicolon. Okay, you already know that what it will be colon. This is colon. Okay, but in Java, most of the statements are terminated with the semicolon. But here is ulta, reverse one, colon. Okay, okay, fine, colon. That's the one, colon is, I'm using this actually. Again, whenever you put the tab, right, automatically it is suggesting that is constructor. Okay, that is called as the constructor. Okay, time being, I'm not going to explain about that one. Okay, simple. I'm going to explain about the very, very simple model only. I'm going to explain about that. You'll feel that what in by simple stuff something. Okay, sorry for that. Yeah, so you're looking for eyes, right? Eyes, legs. Okay, you will feel that, boss. You mentioned that actually something you are going to do the magic. What is this actually? First of all, def init hyphen hyphen something, right? There is a huge explanations begin this, but still I will explain that. This is called constructor. Okay, let me go here as well. Okay, what do you mean by constructor here is how to create the constructor in Java. Simply we'll put like, human, we'll put like this, right? This is what the constructor. You already know that what do you mean by constructor, everything, right? If you don't know about the constructor detailed explanations, you just go there. Okay, you will get this idea very clearly. What is constructor, everything I just explained in this particular video. Okay, in this video I just explained very well. That is Java perspective. Same concept is almost the same only, but still, what is the use of this constructor? The constructor is nothing but it will initialize the instance variable. You'll get the doubt is, first of all, what do you mean by instance variable? These are all the instance variable. Why we are calling as instance variable? Instance means object variable. Because think about here, this eyes and legs, who are sharing here is Venkat is sharing. Venkat have the own eyes, own leg. Who Gomati is having the own eyes, own leg, right? So this stuff is a kind of instance variable. Okay, so first of all, what is the use of the constructor? Constructor is nothing but to initialize the instance variable. Okay, no problem. How we are going to do the, how we are going to do this one? So Sorry. Yeah. Here is, I'm getting this ice. Sorry, sorry. Age I put it? No, legs I put it, right? Sorry, 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 sorry. I have to convert this one, right? Ice, leg. Okay, ice and leg, I have to put it. Ice and leg, I put it actually. This is called as a constructor. Okay, how it is different from Java? In Java, the class name, method name has to be same. Then only it is a constructor. But in Python, it is not like that. There is no need to mention like what is that class name method and not like that actually. Here is what is that. They are using the what is that hyphen hyphen init hyphen hyphen. So this is a syntax for constructor. Okay, this is the syntax for constructor. Okay, I will explain detail about that. So what this means, this variable, it will come from the object. Then it will be assigning to this one, where to the self object. You will feel that what in by self object everything. That also I will explain that. Time being, hold your thought. Just object creation only. I'm going to explain this in the coming video in the detailed manner. Time being, ignore about this. Okay, I created the constructor. Then what is that? The next is I'm going to create the method. What is the method? Eating. How to create the method? If you want to create the method, means you have to use a keyword is def. Then method name. Then you have to put the self. Self keyword is always we need to use as an argument. Okay, you will be getting confused, right? What is a self variable? Don't worry about that, I will explain that. Now, I want to print it something. What is that? Actually, I'm going to get the food, right? What is that? The food, something, food I'm going to get it. So, print, okay, eating, whatever the food I'm getting from the object, I'm doing this. Okay, so I just created one class. I created one constructor. I didn't explain about this constructor. I will explain the detailed about this constructor in the coming session. Okay, in the separate session. Hold your thought. Just assume that it's a constructor. This is a method. You'll feel that how to define the method. In generally in Java, how we are defining the method, we are using the return type, right? Integer, float, whatever it is. But I told her, right? In Python, it's a strongly typed. It will understand what type of data during this program run. So ignore it. So we are going to use only def keyword only. The method name we are going to use it. Then argument. So in the argument is we are using the data type. In Python is we won't use it. Why? Because it's a strong, it's a, what is that? It's not strongly typed, dynamically typed one. So automatically it will understand what type of data it is. Okay, that is the beauty of Python. But here is Java is a strongly typed one. So whatever the values it is coming, okay. Similarly, here also, whatever the values are coming from the object, it will receive it. Again, every method compulsory we need to have the self keyword. Oh, what do you mean by self keyword? That is also another doubt, right? I'm going to explain about that as well in the coming sessions. Okay, fine. Class is ready, constructor is ready, method is ready. Okay, any more method if I want to create one more method means no problem. Define dancing. Okay, if you want like the type of dance means you can put type of dance. Okay, then print. Okay, dancing. you always put it like, I would recommend formatter, dancing. What is this? Bharatanatyam. Okay. Now, this is a two different methods. Here also one method, here also one method. How to create the object? Human. Okay. Venkat. Generally, this is a way we will go and create it here, right? In Python. Sorry, in Java, right? But here is not like that. Only Venkat. That is the object. Now you have to put the your class name. Okay, what is that actually? What are the argument it is going to take it actually? It is going to take 2, comma 2. What do you mean by 2, comma 2? So this, what is that? Argument is coming to here. This 2 is going to come into here. Then it will be assigned to here. So this is an instance variable. This is the instance variable. Okay, now I want to call this particular method, or I want to print this particular method. Can we do that? Yes. Why not? So Venkat dot eyes, Venkat dot legs. You can print it. Okay. Or if I want to call the particular method, then you can do that. Venkat dot eating. What is eating? Chicken biryani or chicken. Right? Venkat dot dancing. If you want, you can do that actually. What is this? Dances. What is disco something? Okay, just let's run this. See that? What it is printing? Venkata dice. I passed the 2. This 2 is going here and it is referred here. It means my instance variable ice are self dot ice is 2. That's what it is printing here, Venkata dice. And again, this 2 is coming here, then here, it is here. So my object is accessing this particular one, legs. Similarly, Venkat dot eating, Venkat dot eating chicken. What is that? It will go here, food, then eating chicken. Venkat dot dance, disco. Disco is coming here, dancing disco is coming here. So this is a very, very simple way of creating the object. This is a class as an object. Okay, this is a class. This is the object. This is the instantiations. How it is different from Java? In Java, we always use curly braces. Here is, are we using any kind of curly braces? Instead of curly braces, we are using the indentations. Okay, indentations we are using this. So same way only, class human, instead of the colon, sorry, instead of what is that? Curly braces, we are just terminated with the colon. Okay, here is what we are doing. We are defining the instance variable in such a manner, but here is we are referring the instance variable with the help of the self object. I will explain in the detail one. Here is constructor is in Java is class name, method name has to be same, but here is constructor is not like that. Only you have to use the init method. I will explain about the detail one. Okay. If you want to put it here, means what you have to do? You have to put it like, integer here, e integer, l something. That's the way we will be putting that. Right? That is the way we always put it that. We need to use this keyword, something like that. We need to use it in the Java. What about the method? Method is always we will use a void, integer, string, whatever it is. But here is what we are doing. We are using the def keyword. Okay, def keyword, method name, and always every method in the Python we need to start with the self. It's a compulsory. Why? Self only project your local variable to global. It means visible to your object. So self is more important. Okay, self is more important. Okay, this is the way of creating the, what is that, symbol, classes and object using the standard method. Okay, I will start with another video. What is that? How to create the, what is that? Um, constructor, and why, what is the use of this self? That I will explain in the coming video.